Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're finally back with the Team Graveborn. Hopefully you're going to get some luck with some summons like we got on our Mauler team. We got some really good pulls on our Lightbearer team. Except this team is so far behind. We're still in Chapter 9 on here. So let's go ahead and knock out some scroll summons because unfortunately we don't have any faction scrolls. Hopefully if we can finish Chapter 9, then we can go ahead and do a summon towards the end of the video. So hoping to get a full, we get an elite right there. Hopefully it's someone we can use on this team. And of course it's not, it is Rain. Seems like the pulls that I've done for this team, even with the faction scrolls, haven't been very great. Haven't got much fodder. As you can see right there, we got a couple of fodder in there, which is good. We do need a lot to get this team up significantly. So hopefully with the summons, we're going to do our companion summons. And that's already 4 full summons with 1 elite. So the luck is not going very well. So we got 1 more there, which is good. Chaos. Fortunately for this team, not going to be much help at all. And then a little bit more of the rare fodder. Hopefully we can get at least 1 Graveborn. If not, it's not going to be much help on this team. And nothing on that pull either. Oh, so we'll go ahead and set these to automatically get rid of them. Any of the greens, just auto. That's why they put it in. So you can actually just go ahead and get rid of them. So we are going to get, it looks like 1 elite card. So at least we'll have 1 elite guaranteed. Ooh, and we got another one. That's our 3rd elite already. All right, well that doesn't help at all either. So unfortunately, that is going to do it. We'll do our 200 companion summons. Come on, just 1 good Graveborn is all we need. Nope, just a little bit more fodder on there. We only got 1 Graveborn with the whole pull. Even here, same, one pull for a Graveborn. So it seems like Graveborn is like I said, the team that's far behind. So we'll go ahead and we'll do our auto ascends. We'll do our smart ascends. And then we'll see who we can get up here. Hopefully we got a little bit of fodder, which we do. So let's see who we can get up here. I'd like to get Pharrell. I'd like to get Grezold. Isold, but need another copy. I'd like to try Thorin. I hear Thorin, since his rework is really, really strong. But we're going to have a little bit more fodder, which we do have. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get Grezel up, just because I do need his tanking ability. So we'll go ahead and use some of our food, save our Isabella, save our Pharrell in there. So we'll get him up, which will help the team a little bit, having a 3rd legendary, as you can see there. Veden, we got really lucky. We got some good pulls with him. Hopefully to get him to maybe Legendary Plus, which will just be food for somebody else. But let's go ahead and get into the campaign push. So we'll see. Like I said, they're on 9-, I believe, 26. So hopefully we can get into 10. My other 3 teams already pushed into 11. So this is the build that I'm going to go through, using Thorin in the team. Because Thorin and Grezel were the 2 main tanks. Veden was the other tank that I was using, but like I said, I hear Thorin's really good, and that way Veden can just DPS. It looks like what Shamir gets her ult off, that pretty much sums it up for there. So the team has gotten quite a bit stronger since I've been using them. We've been doing the same thing as all the other teams. We ran through the Voyage of Wonders with the team, which was super, super difficult. It took me a couple attempts to go through it, actually more than 1 reset to go through it, just because some of the battles, I could have probably just waited, but I took a little bit of a different path to get some of the items. And this is not looking too good already. It's a 3-on-1 with Veden, even though Veden is super strong, which takes down Isabella, takes down, come on, Veden. Uh-oh. Veden versus Veden, which think if I get him, I should be able to get him right here. Yes. Whew. two matches in, I thought it was going to be was going to sum it up real fast for the Graveborn. And Graveborn, just like I did with Wilder team, I'm going to go ahead and push them a little more. Even if we get a defeat, we might change up the team a little bit, just because, like I said, they are so far behind. I don't want the team to fall any further back behind. Everybody's a full chapter or a chapter and a half ahead of them. Like I said, all three of the other teams already pushed into 11. And this team is still sitting on 9. Just really kind of bad luck with the elite RNG. But hopefully if I can pull one good Graveborn summon out of this, if I can finish the chapter, I'll have enough scrolls for it. And towards the end, I'll do the summon. And it seems here Chimera is still just so strong. I mean, even most battles that she wins, she's at 100%. So completed chapter 9. Very nice. All right, let's see if we can get rid of the bug. Yep, it's going to work. Most of the time when you're progressing to the next chapter, get stuck, you got to go ahead and reload. But we should be able to push quite a bit into chapter 10 here. I'm trying to see if there's anyone that I can kind of swap out. I think I'm going to go back to Veden tanking. Not sure just a regular Elite Thorin's going to make it. So Veden is pretty well geared because he does have the agility gear. So I think he's going to be able to take the damage a little more and let Isabella in the back just cast away. So we'll see how far we can push through this campaign, and then we will go ahead and do some more summons. Glad we got into chapter 10. That was what I really wanted to aim for tonight with this team. And a lot of people have been saying that endgame, that Graveborn, because of their high damage output, is better than any other team. Personally, I've seen Lightbearers that seem to be really pushing the envelope, especially in chapter 25. So, which I do carry 2 Graveborn. I've been using Baden and Chimera, and then 3 Lightbringers, so a mix of them. Which a lot of people do say swapping out Chimera with Belinda would give me the 4-set bonus. And then possibly keeping Baden or looking at another tank, because essentially, if I only have him filling 1 Graveborn slot and I have 4 Lightbearers, I'll keep the 4 faction even if I swap him out. So whether it's with Grezel or whether it's with Isolde or using somebody else. But 10-4. And I know in this comp, this team, because of their lack of CC and lack of healing, as you see in the very top, Savius just completely dominates Grezel. And then even Savius takes down his summon minion from his ultimate ability right away, takes down Chimera. And Savius, I believe, he might do it again. Nope. I thought Veden might pull out another win. So, unfortunately, a defeat on that one. But we'll go ahead and collect up our loot here. We'll get our summons out of the way. And hopefully I want to come back and just push a little bit more. So we'll get our Graveborn. Hopefully someone we can use. Oh, Chimera. Very nice. That should give me the 1 copy I needed to get her 2 Legendary Plus. And another Elite. Oh, very nice. Baden. Very nice. Use them on my main account. Super strong, especially with the summons. And another one. Another Baden. Look at that, a double Baden pull. What's the luck? That's just like pulling the double Brutus on the Mauler account. 2 Badens in 1 pull. Wow. To take it from Elite to Elite Plus just in 1 single swoop is pretty good. I'm going to make sure I can't buy any of the stones here, which I can't. I'm still a little bit short. Yep, still banking everything else. But double Baden on a single pull, single 10 pull. So yep, we can get Chimera up and we can get Baden up. So this team might be pushing it a little further than I thought. Because Chimera, I want to get up, Legendary Plus. Which when you do the ascensions like this, if you look at their overall skill set going from level 140 to 160, they gain more stats than any other level up. Even adding stars, you get more of a positive effect from ascending the characters than you do from adding stars. That's why when you get endgame, adding the stars is not really the priority. I have a couple heroes I could add stars to, but I don't use that much. I want to make sure we got the best gear on all these guys. And we're going to continue this push. Like I said, this team is so far behind. I do want to try to catch them up all that I can. So if we can push it a couple more campaign levels, maybe get a couple more gems out of it. And using the legendary plus Chimera. Didn't put Baden in because he's only elite right now. But I might be swapping out Baden for... And this might be another defeat off. Savius is so tough. That's where I've been kind of getting stuck now. So we'll go ahead and try that one more time. We'll collect up our loot. As with Savius, he does so much damage and so much burst damage. It's hard with this team because there's no one to shield and no one to avoid it right now. As you can see there, Grezold even 1, 2, 3 shots. Even Grezold shields himself. Gets his minion up, which starts hitting the minion. Hopefully if Chimera can get her ultimate off a little bit earlier. There it goes. It looks like we might take this out now. Very nice. Alright, so we got Savius down. That's the biggest drawback that I found with the Graveborn team, especially running full Graveborn, is you kind of lack the healing. Chimera has the healing. Pharrell always seems to die, even when I had him on my main account. He's great DPS, does a lot of CC, which I believe out of this team, he might be the only CC, short of Grezzo's little stun. Alright, so we got that one too. And the other thing that I don't like about this team is with Veden. When Veden goes back form, when he goes to the bat form, he leaves the complete front line. So him as a viable tank right now, see, he just left there and Isabella just died because of it. When he came out of bat form, they actually went right back to him. But damage on Pharrell just does his ultimate ability and killed everybody on that one. And these team comps are, the team comp that I'm fighting is pretty basic. There's really not much to worry about, not massive damage, nothing like that. So these battles are pretty easy when you're progressing through the campaign. When you start adding in the heroes and their abilities, it gets a little more difficult. And when you fight the boss fights in the campaigns like this one. Because where Chaos is, so he's going to hit the 3 people in the square right there with throwing axe. So making sure you know the hero's abilities and kind of what they can do makes a big difference in this game. So watching some videos, getting to know them. It looks like we're going to take this one down too. So that's 10-8. So pushing into 10-9, which again is Savius and a K-Sauce, as people say. That's what I heard was the pronunciation, if you look at the comments. So we'll go with K-Sauce right now until it's corrected to something else. Always called him Chaos up until then. Another combo. So the little Mauler spider lady and a Kira Anaconda does that little cocoon thing as well as a damage over time, which is there like a slow poison. And she's actually pretty tough when she gets to higher levels. Even though we can't have her ascended, Lilith uses her ascended, just like Arden. Arden's always been a bane in this game. To run at my Wilder team, they push really far because of him. But when you're opposing him and he roots 3 of your heroes, it's really tough. A lot of comments that I got is having problems with the Wilder teams, that they're really difficult to deal with. And hopefully we can get that Savius down in the bottom. Should be able to. Yep, we got him down. Anytime that Savius is up by himself, I still think it's not a guaranteed win. And as you can see now it's a combo of all three of the heroes. So Pharrell gets Cocoon there. Veden goes right down to Savius, but he got CC'd with some of Pharrell's Horrify. So we might be able to, Shamira can hold her own, especially at Legendary Plus, and there we go. So as you can see, even just pushing through a couple stages, the battles continuously just get tougher and tougher with the campaign. Which, patch notes 1.28, chapter 12 or lower, they're actually kind of nerfing it to make it easier for progression. So if you're struggling on a low level, you're going to get a lot of help that's coming. I like the patch notes, got some good things coming. Love the new union with Gorvo and Cirrus. It'll be a good combination, especially for my Wilder team, because they're two of the tanks that I want to use. I'd like to use Gorvo and Sirius and Iran to have all three of those together, and then have a CC and a healer. I think it'll be a very, very solid team. So here Golas starts getting into the mix for these teams. And like I've said before, he's really difficult to kill. The lower the hit point, the higher his defense goes. So just when you think you're going to get him down, and he does a massive knockback. So again, Veden goes to the bat form, and the enemy team just goes straight to the back row. But we pulled that one out. I believe that was 11-10 or 10-16. So this is 10-16 again. So this one's going to be hard with Sylvana, Isabella, and Golas. Just because they do so much damage. Took out Isabella right at the beginning. Shamir's ult goes off. Pharrell's damage and Horrify. Yep, we got it. So really big push so far with the Graveborn team. Super excited. We're almost halfway through chapter 10. Which most of it's just RNG. I feel like if I had got even just a couple more fodder, I could have got a couple more heroes up here. If Grezza was a little bit stronger. Or maybe the mistake was ascending Veden. But he was actually I believe the first hero that I had or not ascended to Legendary. Could have saved some of the fodder for someone else, but just using a lot of heroes that I never really used before. And Shamir's ult goes off, and she is almost dead, and then full hit points. That's why everybody says Shamir is just so overpowered. Is not only does she have a silence, is she has the massive damage AoE. She has the Soul Siphon, the Wrath, which makes her stronger, and the ability to tank due to her solid healing. So there she is, just healing. Savius is throwing his spears kind of as fast as he can. And yep, she gets 5 kills on that battle. 10-20, so that puts us halfway through this campaign. And now enemy Veden and Naru showed up. So getting a little bit of tougher competition here. But Shamir's ultimate goes off and Golas goes right to her. Should be able to get this down. It's going to be close. Naru's pretty tough, and Veden's still up as well. Yep, just Shamira left. So we've got a 2-on-1. She might be able to take him out with her with the ultimate going off. Naru gets it down, silenced him. She got it. Very nice. That's 10-20. So we've already pushed 24 stages. I think this will be the 25th stage. So catching up a ton tonight with our our lucky faction summon, our double pull. And the Chimera card. Chimera card was the big one. Hopefully we got a goalless. And Savius just does so much damage. We should be able to get him. Yep, we got him. It's 25 stages down. And even there, K-Sauce with his throwing axes just took out half the team, took out Veden almost entirely. It seems like these campaigns are just moving Savius all around. So this might, yep, this will be it. So let me know what you guys think about the Graveborn team. Finally caught up 25 stages. Super excited about it. Great summons. Thank you for watching.